Hello, everybody. Oh, no, stop that. Not another song. Are you having a good time? Are you having a fun time? Probably not, but hopefully we can have a somewhat good and fun time, am I right? I needed something for today, yeah. How's the deck? Does it seem enjoyable? It's certainly something. It's gonna be an interesting one. It's gonna be an episode where at the beginning, I'm just gonna be like, look, I practiced as much as I could. This is not a deck you can learn in a week. And I only had a week to learn it. And it wasn't a great week. I was busy. Having a bad time, not gonna lie, yeah. My town is flooding. Ooh, it's even worse than everything. Yeah, I am currently, if you missed it last night, I went on the, I went live to do a Pistol RX, thank you for the Prime hype. Yeah, if you missed it last night, I went live to do an election watch stream to talk about politics. Because if you're somehow new here, if you're unfamiliar with me, I've always made it clear that, like, I think part of the reason that America gets so polarized is because people don't talk casually about politics. Politics gets pushed off into a corner, usually with basically a, you know, an echo chamber, an information silo, if you will. It gets pushed into very niche categories where people who have like-minded beliefs only ever talk to each other. And then when they interact with people from other categories, it's usually like yelling. Because they're not used to having someone like challenge their beliefs or say something different. And I'm a firm believer in people just sort of like casually having these conversations and explaining things. And plus, if you don't know, I have a political channel. I haven't uploaded there in like 6 months or something, but it exists. There is stuff there. So I figured last night, instead of, Aquian Bay, sick new logo, thank you for the 1,000 bits. And Wojek, the artillery bear, thank you for the Prime hype. I've decided to join the DSA. Good idea. Get organized, form a community, do what you can. Because it was always just negative. The thing is, in general, because people don't talk about politics normally, they only get political news from the news. And whether you're talking about mainstream media or alternative media, the news cycle is based entirely off of fear and anxiety. If they can get you engaged by triggering your emotions. So they're never going to tell you like a good feel-good story. They're never going to be like, oh, this thing passed and it should like help create jobs and it should like house more people. They're only going to tell you about the negative things because they need that ad revenue. But yeah, the point I'm trying to get to, I decided to do a election night stream instead of the regular Yu-Gi-Oh stream because I figured like with how open I am about politics, people would be coming in and telling me about it anyway. So I'm like, we'll just have a stream for that. We'll do this today. And I expected to be the normal time, you know, I would watch for about 4 hours and then I would head off. And because things got intense later in the evening and there was a lot of anxiety, I ended up basically staying up to like comfort people. Until like 3 o'clock in the morning. We had like an 8-hour stream. And then afterwards I couldn't go to sleep. There were people on the Discord freaking out. There were people on Twitter freaking out. So I think I was up until 10 in the morning. Just going around, like, talking to people and trying to, like, you know, put silver linings on things or explain things. Because it is very strange where, like, half the people are like, no, this is over, like, life is over, the world is going to end, and the other half are like, why are you upset? This is not a big deal. And it's weird to be like, no, the situation is somewhere in between. This is absolutely a big deal that is going to change life for everyone. At least I think it will be. But it is, it's not like the end of the world. Who did you want to win? Kamala. If you don't know, I mean, I have leftist in my tag. Like, I'm pretty far to the left, actually. Kamala, I would consider... Kamala is, like, right-leaning. By almost everything, but she's more to the left than Trump is. You are kind, we love... yeah. But yeah, so the thing is, I stayed up until 10 in the morning, went to sleep for about 4 hours, woke up, had family and friends, like, texting me, had other discussions, and just barely had time to eat food and get here. So I'm running on fumes. I'm not... I'm not in the best mental state to play fucking Ritual Beasts. But the show must go on. We will try. And we're gonna try to, again, I don't want to ignore politics or whatever. I'm always open to talk about that kind of stuff. But if possible, I want to save all of that for, like, the first 30 minutes of stream. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, anything you want to get out off your chest about politics, let's try to do it now, get it out of our system, and then try to focus on Yu-Gi-Oh! For a couple hours. The people freaking out the most are the LGBT, yeah. Well, it's not, again, it's not just Trump. That's the big thing to keep in mind, is that Trump doesn't exist in a vacuum. He's part of a big party that is coalescing around his message. Trump, I don't think, actually, like, gives a damn if people are gay or not, but he knows his constituents care, and he'll do whatever if it makes him more popular. All I can say is that after these next 4 years, Trump can't run again. And that is the, who would you want to win that wasn't a realistic option? I don't even know if there's any politician in America that's, like, close to my views. The closest would be, like, Bernie Sanders, but he didn't even run this year. The most complicated deck in the format, yeah. If you a reasonable person, you should agree with Elon. See, it's hard to take you seriously when you can't even, like, write out the full words. It makes you seem like you're unintelligent. So when someone... in fact, I'm not sure, like, is that supposed to be, like, a parody? Like, are you trying to be like, if you reasonable, you agree with Elon? Like, is that what you're trying to do by spelling it like that? That's why I blocked him. I'd worried I'd be homeless, yeah. But that's the, that's the thing. Again, I don't want to panic and say the world is over. Especially because there's always a chance I'm wrong. There's always a chance that I have misread the situation. I'm not perfect. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't see into the future. But given everything I'm very interested in politics and history. Those are the two things I study in my free time. And everything about, like, the last 10 years, if you compare to, like, the fall of Rome, if you compare to, like, Napoleon taking France, if you compare to a certain time in Germany's history, there are enough similarities that I am legitimately concerned. Aqueen Bay, thank you for the tier 1. The gifted sub. If you didn't get one, you gotta type evaded in chat. Oh, and Kowar Taken 0. Thank you as well. I was pretty appalled at the outcome. The people voting for a third party were a waste of... Yeah. Voting third party was a waste, but the third parties only got 0.5% of the vote, and Kamala lost by, in many states, like 5-6%, so it didn't... That's the, what was it? The one big takeaway, because last night I was like, I'm really curious what the demographics were, what's causing this big shift. Because I went into it being like, okay, well, Trump barely beat Hillary, like he lost the popular vote. He lost to Biden, and I can't imagine he's gotten any more support since then. Like, nothing he's done has gained Trump supporters. He's just appealing to the same base that had voted for him before. Like, and if anything, some of those people have left because he's only done things to humiliate himself and make himself look bad. So I'm like, I felt like Kamala was more charismatic. She had more energy than Joe or Hillary, so she should be able to beat him. And it was interesting to look at the results, because in 2020, when Trump lost, he got 74 million votes total. Like, that was the popular vote. 74 million people across America. This year, he won with 72 million. The counts are still coming in, but it's looking like he lost 1 million supporters in between years. Like, my assessment from before was correct, in that he hasn't gained any new supporters, he's only lost people. He has a smaller following than he did in 2020, and an even smaller one than he had in 2016. The big deciding factor was that Kamala got even less votes. People did not come out and vote for her like they voted for Joe Biden. Yeah, Dems lost like 15 million or something. A complete lack of Democratic support. Do you believe the economy will improve if we give Trump some credit? No. I don't think seem knowledge. I'm pretty level-headed. I try to be. Because again, even though I'm like, I have some doomer sentiments about it, I'm real enough to realize, like, this is a possibility. It's not set in stone. We have to wait and see. There are factors that we can't possibly comprehend. 2020 was a bit of an outlier because of the pandemic. You got a great person. Thanks. I try my best. Yeah, and that's the thing. We had someone earlier who's like, the one thing that I'm happy about is that I won't, in 4 years, he can't run again. The big reason why so many people are worried about Trump is that the last time he lost the election, he tried to subvert it and stay in power. If you haven't looked into, like, the January 6th hearings, there is, like, overwhelming evidence that he set up and planned that. Specifically so, like, what was it? He didn't even plan to, like, necessarily, take over and kill all the congressmen or whatever. His plan was to just get the timeline off. If people could attack the Capitol and forestall the election for, like, a day, then he would be like, we're off the Constitution timeline. The election wasn't certified. We're in unknown territory. We have this big event that just happened. We need to put in martial law until we could figure this out. Like, his plan was to stall, and then basically be like, well, with all this stuff going on, we can't switch over. We need to sort this out first. And basically just continue to do that until he could remain in power permanently. What did I walk into? Political stuff. Thank God that backfired. Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't work. Partially because the, what was it? Partially because the people he invited weren't nearly as angry and violent as he was expecting them to be. a lot of them didn't know that they were being used in a coup plot. That's why, despite all the angry stuff when they got in, a lot of them, like, yeah, there were absolutely people who were trying to kill people, who were threatening to kill people. There were people looting and stuff. But a bunch were just like, isn't this great? We're big together, we're all together in the Capitol. He underestimated how bloodthirsty and how on board a lot of his supporters actually were. But also, almost everyone in his inner circle was like, you can't do this. We're not going to help you do this. Mike Pence refused to help him. Most of his cabinet refused to help him. The Secret Service, famously, according to a bunch of documents, Trump wanted to lead the march to the Capitol building, and the Secret Service were like, you're too dangerous. And when he got into a limo, they drove him in the other direction. And he was like yelling and cursing and telling them to turn around, and they were like, no, fuck no. And we've had lawsuits, there are a bunch of court cases about this, about everything, like, is what he did legal? And the big changer between last year and this year is that the Supreme Court has basically said, yeah, if the president can justify something as being an official action, then he can't be prosecuted for it. So if Trump says, I had to do this because there was problems with election integrity, you can't question that. He said that it's for an American action, so he's allowed to do it. And so the big question is, now that all the legal barriers are out of the way, now that all the responsible people have been replaced with lackeys that are willing to just do whatever he says, that there won't be an election in 2029. Or if there is an election, the system will have been changed in such a way that, like, either a bunch of Democratic politicians will be imprisoned, or the states will have the ability to overturn the election, or election monitors will be completely turned off, so that if, a governor wanted to do some fuckery, they can. It is entirely possible that this was the last, American election that is legitimate. Did you get a good night's sleep? No. We're big together in the Capitol. Yeah, and of course there's a chance that doesn't happen. Maybe he's old enough that he just wants to have, a legacy and he wants to be remembered. Maybe he uses his new presidential authority to actually try to get a bunch of stuff done. And the problem with that is that even when he's trying to help, his plans are dumb and they don't work. That's the other big thing I'm trying to get across to people who maybe don't understand politics. In the 2018s, Trump basically declared that China was a national emergency, and he put a bunch of tariffs against China. A tariff, he calls them a tariff against China, which makes it seem like it hurts China. It doesn't. A tariff is a tax on Americans. Americans have to pay if they import stuff from China. And without getting too in the weeds, the result of that is that prices increase for everything. The massive wave of inflation we saw in Biden's first term was almost a direct result of the Trump tariffs in 2018. It just takes a couple years for something that big to trickle its way down to consumers. But if prices go up on the supply end, if someone who imports steel has to pay $5 extra, that gets passed down through the supply chain and eventually reaches people. And in 2018, he did $80 billion worth of tariffs. His tax plan for 2025 is $800 billion in tariffs. There's a bunch of Nobel Prize winning economists, from all over the world and all different political affiliations, who came out and were like, if Trump does the tax plan he says he would, it will collapse the global economy. It'll cause hyperinflation in America, and because so much of global commerce is tied to the American dollar, it'll do a chain reaction that basically crumbles everything. If his lackeys take over, does that mean we're reaching a corporate dystopia? Possibly. What's the inflation on ritual beast URs? I'm learning. Please put a link on your community post. If I put a link on the community post, then YouTube suppresses it. Yeah. And so again, it's possible, because Trump seems to listen to whoever is closest to him, especially now that he gets older, that maybe he doesn't institute the tax plan he says. Either way, I would expect inflation to go up. I would expect there to be more job losses, because every economic person has said that that's what his plan will cause. Every expert, every economist has been like, this will be bad. So unless he pivots and does something completely unexpected, and that's, like, I wish I should have tried to find this, but I haven't had much time, as I've explained, in between. But I believe Elon Musk was, like, overheard an event being like, yeah, the plan is to collapse the economy, because then we can rebuild it from scratch. If things collapse, if things get dire, people will turn to strong men like Elon Musk and Trump, and he'll be able to situate himself as basically like the oligarch of America. You know, he'll get all the government money to try to fix the problem that they caused, and he'll be able to rebuild things up from scratch. Yeah, RFK Jr. is at the head of the CDC, so we got an anti-vax person leading the healthcare industry. They've already talked about basically wanting to just dismantle the Department of Education and leave education entirely up to the states. There's already states that have, like, massively defunded education, that are using PragerU as education, that are banning books. They're trying to find and destroy the cathedral. How much of 2025? I have no idea. What kind of bad? I'm sorry, I missed your election stream. But yeah, all of this, and again, I should stress, all of this is hypothetical. This is me trying to work out the worst case scenario. And unlike a lot of, like, every time a Democrat wins the presidency, there's always some Republicans like, oh, the Democrats are gonna come and take your guns now. And that's not founded on anything. They don't have the power to do that. There's no Democrat pushing a policy to try to do that. Everything that I'm saying here is something that they legally have the ability to do, or can justify legally being able to do, and it's based on past things that they've tried to do. It's not something that, like, I assume. It's based on legislation or actions they've taken in the past. So these are all, like, logical assumptions, not based on, like, a whole bunch of speculation and stuff. Very hypothetical, yeah. And all stuff they've said they do, yeah. Of course, Trump is like a serial liar, so he said like a million things. So saying he's gonna do something is pretty much useless. You can't tell one way or another. Maybe that was just puffery, maybe he actually intends to do it. I'm still shocked that a felon can run for president. Musk is going to be so annoying for the next 4 years. Yeah. And so that's basically where I want to leave things. There is a reason to be worried. There is a reason to think that things are going to be exceptionally bad in the next 4 years. Like, they have the potential to not just be like, oh, my taxes might increase. Oh, there might be a rise in, like, anti-LGBT sentiment. Like, no, our entire political system could be destroyed and reforged, and if it is, the people in power will be the people who are more interested in authoritarian power than democratic power. Will this affect the Master Duel server? It might. I mean, that's the thing about politics in general, you know. People are often like, oh, I don't want to hear about politics. It's like, if this political decision does hit the worst case scenario and we see a global economic collapse, do you think Master Duel is still going to be here? Do you think I'm still going to be able to stream? It's not going to take much infrastructure to fall down for all of this to go away, and then you won't be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why it's important to take note of politics and try your best to ensure that the people in positions of power have your best interests in mind. Because if they fuck up really bad, we could lose the ability to do the things that we love. Yeah. So the important thing, of course, is that, you know, the way you survive a collapse is by building local power. By building a community. If you've got friends you can trust, family you can trust, neighbors, co-workers, start talking about, like, a community network. If you don't know what a community network is, look it up. I don't have time to go into all of it here, but you can build power structures at a lower level that help make you less reliant on the government. You know, I'm stockpiling water. I've been stockpiling water for several months now, just because I started to get a bad vibe. And also I had, like, leftover cartons, and I was like, why not? You know, I have a new water filter anyway. It's like, I've been stockpiling water. I've got a little supply of food. I have a generator. If someone else, like, if everyone else gets, like, blankets together, if they get, you know, portable batteries, all this kind of, what was it? You get people with disparate skills. Some can save money, some have the ability to make things, some have the ability to stockpile things, some just have money that they're willing to put towards making and stockpiling things. I'm here for the good vibes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. I'm screwed. Yeah, I would talk to people online. See if you can form an online connection. Meanwhile, I have no abilities. Everyone has abilities. There's a guy, the guy who I listen to, who talks a lot about community networks. He was like, yeah, we have a community network down in Florida, and anytime there's a hurricane, he's like, I own like 3 chainsaws and a big pickup truck. And I've got a bunch of other guys that are like, yeah, we're gonna go down and start clearing roads. But in order to know what roads need to be cleared, we need someone who can, like, tell us. So there's a lady, there's a lady who lives, like, across town, and she's in a wheelchair, she's immobile, she doesn't have a whole lot of skills, but she knows how to use a phone, and we got her, like, a police monitor and told her, not a police, like an emergency monitor, and told her how to, like, cross-reference with Google Maps. So while we're going out and doing the work of chainsawing the trees down and everything, she's the one coordinating everything. She doesn't need specialty skills, she just needs to be willing to help. And that's the important thing, you know. I had a little moment myself where I was like, what am I gonna do? I can't do anything, I don't have any skills. But I do have skills. I'm an entertainer. I'm an entertainer and I'm pretty good at explaining things. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stream every day this week. And I'm gonna try to be as funny and entertaining as possible to relieve some of that stress. And if people have other questions or concerns or they need someone to talk to, like I am on the Discord server, if you're a patron or whatever, feel free to reach out. I will try to find time to talk with you. I can't offer much except for my support and my suggestions and my knowledge, but what I have, I am willing to give. And with that, I think we need to get into Ritual Beasts. You're succeeding! I'm trying my best. You know, it's the whole part of community. Everyone does a little bit. You don't have to be the person who, like, carries people into Valhalla or whatever, you know. If you can lend an ear, that'll mean a lot to someone. Are you drinking coffee or tea? Coffee. If you come to the UK, I can help a bit. I did genuinely look into, like, what it would take to leave the United States. The problem is, if you want to go to another country, if you want a visa, at least into, like, any first world English-speaking country, you're gonna need some kind of skill, or you're gonna need, like, a familial connection. You know, if you have a STEM degree, if you're an engineer, if you're a coder, if you have a degree in computer science, if you're a teacher, all of that stuff, very useful. If you're a goofy guy who plays card games on the internet, it's gonna be hard to convince, like, Canada or Australia that they need to use one of their precious immigration slots on me. Unless I'm making millions of dollars. If I was making millions of dollars, then I could be like, I will be a good tax base for your country. But I don't make that much. Are we already talking about... Yeah, I mean, some people were curious. English degrees, you could try teaching English in other countries. You also have to know that country's other language. You know what you gotta do? Start making millions of dollars. I gotta hope the Legend of Lefty takes off. Oh, speaking of which, chat, this is a little... We'll post this once the election stuff narrows down. But I got the first, like, little piece of artwork made. It's not much, and it cost way more than I thought. But behold, the titular Lefty, and old Blue, his little companion. Ooh, swords. He's got hentai protagonist hair. Out of left field. Why he got 2 feathers? That's his weapons of choice. What was it? I'm trying to think of it without giving away spoilers. But let's just say, for reasons that you will find out if you get past the first 5 chapters, he has the feathers of a giant metal chicken. And he has decided to use them as weapons. It looks a lot like Chad. That's kind of what I was going for. You deserve millions of dollars, yeah. That's really cool. I wish I could show him decked out in, like, everything, but I feel like that would be... That's the unfortunate thing, is, like, by the end of the story, he's kind of like Link, where, you know, he's got a hook shot, and he's got a special hat, and a special shield, and special boots. A big part of the story is him basically, like, gathering all these different pieces of equipment that make him stronger and improve his ability to, like, fight and conquer the tabernacles. But if I showed you all of that, then you know, you wouldn't know. Deck him out in green? Maybe. Boo-hoo Bundy, thank you for the Prime hype. And a musical instrument. He... I wonder if that counts as a musical instrument. It's more of like an instrument of mass destruction, but it resembles a tuba. Give me 1 second here. Let me get this ready. We are resetting everything. So a hunting horn? Not quite. D5. There we go. What the fuck do you mean it resembles a tuba? It resembles a tuba, what can I say? Does he have a Doom Guy deposit? Yes. Are you going to stream tomorrow or on Friday? Yes. Both. And I'm going to have a glazed croissant. The band nerd in me is wanting to look this up. Unfortunately, I only have the first 23 chapters of Lefty, and he does not get his weapon yet. But if you're interested in reading it, I'm still trying to find people. Still trying to get feedback. Where's it at? There you go. Okay. Make me a little bit bigger. Well, hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. It's okay. Well, hello everyone. I hope you liked the intro because I am a lot more tired than that. Okay. Let's try this again. I can get like halfway between being entertaining. Hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed that intro. I hope you had you enjoyed the energy because I got significantly less energy right now. I'm very tired, I am sleep deprived, but the show must go on. And if you're wondering what's happening, I'm Ritual Beast Tamer Joe. And that was Ritual Beast Critter. What even is that, Kane? I bought it at a state fair. Some old man carved it. Okay, let's try this again. Well, hello everyone. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you enjoyed the energy of that intro because I am very tired. I'm sleep deprived. I'm working on caffeine and stuff, but I'm here. The show must go on and it will go on. And I'm Ritual Beast Tamer Joe, by the way. That's why I got a staff. Like that one girl and that other guy, they had the staffs. And this is my Ritual Beast Critter. Unlike the other Ritual Beast, he rides on top of me. Although we've got a defusion so that I can talk about stuff. That's the funny thing we're doing today. I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, as the intro said, we are playing Ritual Beast. And I'm not sure if I got this across in the intro, but this is a complicated as fuck deck. This is very tricky. I feel like I need to have a disclaimer at the front of almost every episode to be like, I had a week to learn this. I am not going to be good at it at first, but the whole point of the series is that, you know, over the course of a month, I will improve at it and get better at it. So, you know, if the plays are cringy at first, I'll get better. But that is especially true of this. This is up there with DDDs and Valence as one of the more complex decks that I've had to learn. Very tricky. Ugh. Why are we on Kashtiras? Yeah, we'll explain that when we get to it. Area Life Guy, thank you. Okay. 1 second. We're gonna try this one more time, chat. Reboot! We'll get an intro, don't you worry. If it'll load. Come on now. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, hello everyone! Did you enjoy that intro? Did you have fun? Did you like the energy that was there? because you're not going to get that energy again for a little bit. I am very sleep deprived. I am tired. I'm a little stressed out, if we're going to be honest. But the show must go on. I'm Ritual Beast Tamer Joe here with my staff, because all the tamers have staffs, like the one girl and the old guy. And that was my Ritual Beast Critter. Critter is my Ritual Beast. Unlike the other fusions, he rides on top of me. Although, as you saw, he had to defusion. We're going to be doing a lot of fusioning and defusing this episode, so I hope you're enjoying it. He went for a dive, and there goes Critter again. Yeah. I think I got to do it without him falling off, guys. I'm sorry. And hello, everyone! Welcome to the show! Did you like the intro? Did you enjoy the energy there? Because I'm not going to have that much energy for a while. I'm very sleep deprived. I'm tired. I'm a little stressed, to be honest. I'm running on coffee fumes. But the show must go on! I'm here. I got my staff. Because I'm a Ritual Beast Tamer. Ritual Beast Tamer Joe. Because the other tamers have their staffs. You know, the one girl and the old guy. And that was my Ritual Beast Critter. Unlike the other Ritual Beast fusions, he rides on top of me, right? He's a cool guy, although we've got a defusion to do this intro. Otherwise, he's just gonna fall off again. And yeah, as the intro said, we're playing Ritual Beast. And I'm not sure if the intro conveyed this, but this is perhaps one of the more complicated decks I've played on this show. You know, I often feel like maybe I should put some kind of disclaimer at the beginning. I got some comments on the last episode like, I'm 3 duels in and this guy doesn't understand Ancient Gears. That's because I've only had a week to play Ancient Gears. I learn a new deck every month and I have about a week in order to figure it out. So at the start, I'm not going to be as good at the plays, but as I play it for a month, you will see my ability and skills slowly improve over time. So stick with it, and you can see that whole evolution. There's like a story arc and everything. And that is going to be especially true with this deck. Not since DDD and Valence have I played something so utterly complicated as this. I've been trying to practice it on my own, trying to learn things. I can do pretty well. You know, I can still win some games, but it's far from optimal, and it's going to be a while before I get optimal. So I hope you're in for a bumpy ride. That's also why we're mostly starting with what would be considered like a meta build. I have a couple weird tech cards. I'm playing Cash Tira Unicorn, and I'm playing Triple Tactics Talent. Those aren't necessarily things that most people would play. The one Nibiru is maybe suspect in this format. But like with a lot of these more meta decks, there's not really a whole lot of different builds of Ritual Beast. So instead, we're starting with a big version that has all sorts of different tech cards that this deck can use. And over time, we're going to whittle it down, remove stuff, until we get to a more optimized build. As for how to actually play this, it's a bit complicated. I'll give you the 101 and explain it if you want it. We'll go into like solo mode and do a little combo or whatever. If you're not interested in that though, you can use the time code skip ahead. Although before you do, if you give the video a like, you know, if you appreciate me writing all the time codes, I have to do that by hand. Or maybe even consider joining the Patreon if you really like the show. You know, there's a link down in the description. While you're skipping stuff, you know, just go check that out, drop me $1, you get on the Discord. It would be nice. Anyway, let's jump into Ritual Beast 101. He tagged out. Okay. Dawn of the first day. Yeah, it's a combo deck. Are they made of contact fusions? Pretty much, yeah. Okay. Alright, so at its core, Ritual Beast is a combo deck. Just a dang old combo deck. You're gonna be sitting down, doing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Alright, so at its core, Ritual Beast is just an old school combo deck. Which means the entire deck is basically made of 2 pieces. You've got the stuff to do your combos, which should have a word. The combo pieces? You have your boss monsters, your end board pieces. Okay. Playmakers, thank you. Let's try this again. You have your playmakers and you have your, I would say bosses, but like Steeds is not a boss. Your end board. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so at its core, Ritual Beast is just an old school... Not old school. Alright, so at its core, Ritual Beast is a combo deck, which means the entire deck can be broken down into two parts. You have your... Playmakers... Damn it, okay. Alright, so at its core, Ritual Beast is a combo deck, which means that everything can be broken down into essentially two pieces. You have your playmakers, the things you use to do your combos, and you have your end board pieces, the things that you're ending on that you're going to use to disrupt your opponent. So one thing that I can explain really easily just from this is what our end board pieces are, because we've really only got like 5 or 6 of them. One of them is Ritual Beast Arch Nemesis Protoss. This is probably the biggest boss monster of the deck, and I know some people are going to be disappointed that I went on this, but it really does just make the deck work. Not only is it really easy to search this out, to add it onto your combos, good going first to lock your opponent down, good going second to wipe the board, decent amount of attack, but it also has some synergy with the archetype, because Ritual Beasts are all about, like, controlling the banished pile, moving things back and forth between the banished and the graveyard, and this fucker banishes a bunch of stuff, and the thing that searches him gets your banished stuff and puts it back into the deck. So we're playing... Okay, I went off on too much of a tangent. Damn it. It's a good for hire card as well, yeah. Alright, so at its core, Ritual Beast is a combo deck, which means almost everything in here can be broken into two parts. You have your playmakers, the things you're using to make the combos, and you have your end board, the things that you're ending on, the stuff that you're going to use to disrupt your opponent. And one thing I can do pretty easily from this screen is show you what all the end board pieces are, because there's actually not a lot of them, and the most important one is Ritual Beast Arch Nemesis Protoss. I know some people are going to be a little upset that this is the end board, but trust me, this has some synergy with the deck. It's not just something that, like, we happen to be able to search. It actually works surprisingly well in this, and it's also surprisingly good against the meta. This is how we beat Tenpai when we go first. If you're somehow unfamiliar with this thing, you summon it by banishing 3 monsters with different attributes from your graveyard or field. Can't be destroyed by card effects. And during your turn, you can declare an attribute that's on the field, destroy all monsters with that attribute, and until the end of the next turn, neither player can special summon monsters with that attribute. So against Tenpai, we make this with a fire monster on board, we declare fire, and they can't summon any fire monsters. Against Yubel, we claim dark. That's part of the reason why we're playing Unicorn and Triple Tactics Talent. These are there to look at our opponent's hand and extra deck respectively. If they hand trap us, we can get an idea of what kind of deck they're on, and then customize our Protoss line to end up that. Or, if like Protoss wouldn't affect them if they play a whole bunch of different attributes, we can summon Ritual Beast, Thunder Dragon Colossus that stops your opponent from summoning. This is basically the same line that makes Protoss also makes this. And this is one of those things where some decks only play Colossus, some only play Protoss. As we go, we might end up removing 1 or 2 of those, but for the start, I want to try both and see if I can pivot between them. As for our actual Ritual Beast that we'll be ending on, there's 2 of them, and they're both pretty decent. One is Ritual Beast Ulti Retiarii, which is not only an extender, a cool link 4, says neither player contribute cards to activate effects, which doesn't stop Nibiru, but it stops Infernoids. So if you want to anti-meta Infernoids, there you go. Perhaps most importantly though is this bottom bit of text. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, Target a ritual beast you control and a card your opponent controls, banish them. So you get a quick effect banish if you have this on board, and one of your cards does something when it's banished, so you can get like some extra support off of that. We've also got Nocio Drago. This isn't really something that's going to disrupt your opponent, but it says your opponent cannot target other ritual beast with card effects. So if you can make this with this, it's just an added layer of protection. And this thing's summoned by like banishing cards out of the graveyard. It's like the Yubel fusion. So really easy to make these two. And finally, something that's not made as often, but depending on the matchup can be really good against something like Labyrinth, for example, Ulti Gaia Pelio. This takes a big investment of cards to make, but if you get it out on the field, you get a monster that says, when a spell trap or monster effect is activated, banish a ritual beast from your hand, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Not once per turn, not even once per chain. If you can make this with like 3 or 4 ritual beasts in your hand, it's essentially like making a Herald of Ultimateness. Or I guess the other one, the Herald of Perfect Light or whatever. Very, very strong, just again, kind of hard to make this. And if you do make this, you're basically sacrificing the other stuff. But depending on when you get hand trapped and what kind of hand traps hit you, sometimes you're going to end on this. We also got Ritual Beast Baguska. Baguska's a pretty common end board here. And I think that's about it. SP Little Knight and Masquerena get made sometime. Obviously, we have hand traps that aren't like really extenders or anything, like Maxi and Nibiru. Oh, Ritual Beast Steeds. This is one of our end boards that isn't in the extra deck. This is a normal trap that we can search. It says if you control a Ritual Beast, destroy monsters onto the field up to the number of Ritual Beasts you currently control. It's not too hard to end with at least 2, sometimes 3, and this is a non-targeting pop. So you can get all your opponent's monsters at once, plus the Banish, plus Protoss, maybe plus Thunder Dragon Colossus. It can be pretty brutal if you can go first and get the full end board. And this deck is resilient enough that even going second, you can make a lot of these, and a lot of these have utility, like, even if you're not using the negate necessarily, this is still a 3200 beater. Now, what makes this deck difficult is actually getting to these. As I said, everything else in here is a playmaker that gets you to that. And how those playmakers work is so complicated that I'm not even going to try to explain it. Instead, we're going to jump into a duel in the solo mode, and I'm going to run you through a combo without the timer so I can explain the subtleties of this. Because once we get into the actual ladder, the timer is probably going to be our greatest enemy. In fact, that's the thing we have up there today. The extra thing we're keeping track of is how many games we lose in time, because I feel like it'll be such a problem that it's going to happen more than once. So let's go ahead and scoot on over to solo mode. Okay. 102, Ritual Beast 101. Thought they would never power creep Icarus attack. Bunny Noel, thank you for the tier 1 sub. A real life guy, thank you for the prime hype. Did I already thank Boohoo Bundy? If not, thank you for the primest of hype. And Angry Cat Noises, thank you for the primest of hype. Critter, would you like to thank them as well? Oh, thanks all 4 of them. What a great guy. Hecking love, Protoss. Ultima Little Kidda, thank you for the prime hype. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Dark Worlds? Where's the dangers? Thank you for thanking me twice. You're welcome! Nope, that ain't it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see if we can get a decent hand. I want to show how we can search Protoss. Gotta get a good hand. Oh, wait. Okay, this... no, I want to get one without steeds. What's your favorite archetype to play? Probably Paleo. Steeds again! This will show off the one-card combo. Okay, I think this could work. We're gonna go ahead and start with this. So, Ritual Beast Canahawk is one of your one-card starters. You have, I think, 3 of them, and then a whole bunch of 2-card combos that really raise your ceiling. But opening with this is probably the best thing you could do. Being able to start with Unicorn 2, just get like an extra thing on board, is really good. And again, if they hand trap us at any point, we can see what they're working with and then adjust our plays accordingly. We also happen to get Inheritance. Inheritance is like a searcher, but in order to search, you have to have another Ritual Beast in your hand. So it's not quite a 1-card starter, but again, it's like a 1.5 card starter. Pretty much any Ritual Beast can be turned into either Canahawk or your other one. In this case, we're going to reveal Canahawk, and we're going to grab one of the Tamers. Or no, it's just it's reveal one that has one type and one that has another type. And I guess I should go ahead and get this out of the way now. Ritual Beast are actually 2 archetypes, maybe 3 archetypes, depending on how you want to count it. There are the Spiritual Beasts, which count as Ritual Beast if you knock off like the first few letters. And then there are Ritual Beast Tamers, which are not Spiritual Beasts, but they still have Ritual Beast in them. Oh, big burp. Sorry. This is important to keep in mind, because if you didn't know, this deck is a fusion deck. They have a whole bunch of contact fusions, and most of them can be made with 1 Ritual Beast Tamer and 1 Spiritual Beast. So you don't necessarily have to get any 2 specific ones, but you need a Tamer and a Beast. Also worth mentioning, you have this girl. She is a Spiritual Beast Tamer, which means she counts as a Ritual Beast and a Beast Tamer. So, so she works as both. She can fill in for either role. There's actually another one that does the same, but this is probably the best one. So we're actually going to start with her. I don't think this is the best way to do the combo, but again, we're trying to learn. Once you use this search, you have to discard a card. I'm going to get rid of Max C because I don't want to have to, like, have it ask me to activate it over and over again. Okay, so the neat thing about this, if this is in your hand, you can activate the effect, discard it, and then immediately normal summon. This is important because none of the Ritual Beast monsters have a once per turn on their effect. Anytime you use them, or anytime they're on the field, you can use their effect. What they do have is this little clause that says, you can only special summon this monster once per turn. So the deck has a whole bunch of ways to like give you extra normal summons to get them on board, and then you can special summon them once, and part of the difficulty in this deck is keeping track of who you have summoned and who you haven't, for reasons that I'll show in a moment. For now, though, let's go ahead. We're going to activate Canahawk, and we're going to banish... We need a Tamer. Tamer and a Beast. So, let's... Oh, wait, no. I'm realizing immediately I shouldn't have got the Tamer, because we needed to banish her. When she is banished, you can summon a Ritual Beast monster from the deck. So you can get a Tamer or a monster. In this case, we need a Tamer. So we've used that effect. So now that we've got one of each, we can make the Ritual Beast, the thing you'll be making over and over and over again. You banish the monsters as a contact fusion to make them, and this is Ulti Canahawk. Once per turn, you can target 2 banished Ritual Beast cards, return them to the graveyard. If you do, add a Ritual Beast from your deck to your hand. And then quick effect, return this to the extra deck, target 2 banished monsters, a Tamer and a Beast, special summon them in defense mode. The neat thing about this is that it's worded incredibly strangely. Basically, you can use one effect, target 2 monsters, and try to return them to the graveyard. Let's say you and you. And then you can chain the effect to tag out. It tags out as cost, so if they ever try to imperm this, you can immediately just jump out of the way. That's one of the big ways that Ritual Beast, wins a lot of their matchups, is people don't know what to imperm, they don't know what to Veiler. The thing about this, though, you can target one of the monsters that you were going to return to the graveyard, but you have to return at least one of them in order for the effect to go off. If I targeted this and Elder, for instance, like if Elder wasn't already special summoned once, then the effect to search would fizzle. But because I've got 3 banished, I can get 2 of them and bring them back. So we're going to bring back the Tamer, she counts as both. We're going to bring back Canahawk, and we're going to return Elder to the graveyard. And then when Elder does return to the graveyard, we're going to be able to add a monster. We're going to pick Tamer Wen. When she is normal summoned, you can target a banished Ritual Beast and special summon it. Just ignore this for now, I'll explain it later. So now that we've summoned Canahawk, it's on the field again, we can use its effect again. And this will banish a card. Technically it banishes it and we get it back two turns from now, but that's almost never going to resolve. We're mostly just banishing stuff so we can use it for other things. So we have this Ritual Tamer. We need a beast that we can summon. And I think the one we want to send is Rampengu, because that's the other one that does stuff. So we're going to banish Rampengu. Then, we're going to use these 2, and we're going to make the Ritual Beast Link. Cumulo Falcos. This thing says, you can banish 1 Ritual Beast from your graveyard. Immediately after this resolves, normal summon a Ritual Beast from your hand. So we're going to use this effect. We're going to banish the Tamer, because we can't, or no, the Canahawk, because we can't summon it anyway. And we're going to normal summon Wen. And then when Wen is summoned, she'll get back the Rampengu that we banished earlier. Rampengu can banish a Ritual Beast from the extra deck, and then Foolish Burial Ritual Beast that has the same type. So we're going to send Cumulo Falcos, which is a Psychic. All the Tamers are Psychic, all the Beasts are different types. Pardon me, editor, cut the burp out. And we're going to send our other Spiritual Beast Tamer to the graveyard. Then what we're going to do is make Ulti Canahawk again. Because this is, again, what we call a soft once per turn. It says once per turn it can do this, but it's once per turn per copy. It doesn't say you can only use Ulti Canahawk once per turn. And I messed up. There are not 2 banished Ritual Beasts that we can summon. We need to get another one banished, which is why we use Nochio Drago. This can banish 2 Ritual Beasts from the graveyard to summon itself. So we'll pick the Tamer that we sent, and we'll pick Elder, just cuz. And we'll summon this. Now I can use the other effect. So now we do this again. We're going to target 2. We're going to send back her, because we need to summon her, and I guess just Canahawk. And then we're going to chain the effect, summon back her and Wen. And if you're wondering what these are doing, these have like similar effects to the other fusions. This one can tag out for one banished card, and this can tag out for one of each. Okay, so now that we've done that, I think what we want to do... Yeah, we do have a Ritual Beast that summons one out of the graveyard, so if we had one in the graveyard that hadn't been special summoned yet, we could get another normal summon and do that. At this point, I think we just want a level 4. So I'm going to pick Apelio. Now what we want to do is make the Link 4. We're going to use this, this, and we're going to assume that if they had a hand trap, they already used it. We don't need the Kashtira anymore. Normally, if you don't have Kashtira, you use this, but you want to keep this on because it gives you the targeting protection. So we're going to make the 4, get the ulti out here. That's our quick effect banish. And this effect is you can target a banished Ritual Beast, add it to your hand, then immediately normal summon a Ritual Beast. So if we hadn't already used this effect, if we had to use our normal summon, that's how we get like a level 4 on the field. Fortunately for us, we haven't used our normal summon, so we can just do this. Now that we've got 2 level 4s, let's go ahead and make Infernal Flame Banshee. This thing is generic, 2 level 4s, detach, add a pyro from your deck to your hand. So we're going to get Nemesis Flag. Nemesis Flag says you can target a banished card, return it to the deck, and special summon it. And then while it's on the field, it can search a Nemesis card. This can include Corridor, if you want to make Thunder Dragon Colossus, or Protoss. And then to get extra material out, we're going to use the Ulti Retiari. We're going to get the Rampengu back. We're going to normal summon the Rampengu. We're going to look at our extra deck real quick. All the Ritual Beasts are Wind, and so is Unicorn. But we have a Light from Tamer, we have the Earth from Maxi. Normally, if you didn't have the Maxi, what you would do is, like, use these two. Or, I'm sorry, use, you want to use the Fusion, or I'm sorry, the Ixie and the other one to make, like, a link. You need to keep a Fire on board, because when you summon Protoss, you're going to banish the Infernal Flame Banshee, along with whichever one you think you might need for next turn. Let's say... Let's do this one, so we have generic and a light. We're going to summon this. When this is banished, while I control a Pyro monster, you could special summon it. And then if you didn't already have, like, IP Masquerena, you could make it with this. Because we already have this, we're just going to use Protoss. Let's say our opponent made us go first. It's almost certainly Tenpai. We now have a Fire on the field, a Light, a Dark, and a Wind. So unless they're playing exactly like an Earth or a Water deck, we're pretty good. Call Fire. They can't summon Fire for the rest of the turn. And then we set this. This is another one of those, like, earlier we could have searched this with Canahawk. Canahawk searches anything. And what this eventually leads us to is none of our Ritual Beasts can be targeted. They cannot summon Fire. We can banish Quick Effect. We can IP Masquerena with something in order to make SP Little Knight. We can Ritual Beast Steeds to pop 2 cards. And also, if that weren't enough, Tamer in the Graveyard says that if a Ritual Beast would be destroyed, you can banish this from the graveyard instead. And when it's banished, it'll summon another Ritual Beast. If you haven't used it, you can do stuff. But that's the end board. If you get to it, it's not, like, unstoppable, but it's pretty great from, like, 1.5 cards, and you can probably OTK with something like this as well. I would let the opponent go, but we've already been here long enough. This explanation took, like, literally 20 minutes. I hope the editor can cut this down, because holy shit. This is a complicated deck, and I don't think I even did it optimally, but that's what we're trying to do. So now we're going to do it when our opponent's hand trapping us, and we have a timer that limits us to like 600 seconds. And I'm working on 3 hours of sleep. And I only had a week to learn this. So wish me luck! It's going to be difficult! Okay, Ritual Beast combo. Cut down as much dead air as possible. Sounds like it's gonna be a blast, yeah. Give me a moment to rest my voice. Does Protoss prevent combo or kaijus? If they're of that attribute. If they have a Doggeran, they can't summon it. Yep, they can only target Nochio Dragos, and Nochio Dragos can tag out. Pop 2. You fucker! They're just doing stuff. They're just going. Hello, Laura. Fucking AI deck. Abyss Dweller, eh? Nightmare Cerberus, eh? Pink Dolphin. Reborn the monster. She's dark, isn't she? Well, goodbye, SP. I barely knew ye. Let's see. We need Wen to get back some stuff. So Inochio Drago with you and you. Her effect summons Rampengu because it has the most attack. We're gonna grab back Wen. Normal Wen. Wen summons you. There you go. I did it, Chad. I beat the computer. Undefeated, yeah. Power level rising. Victory screech! Woo! Okay. Standard. Season 35 has begun. We are no longer playing Ancient Gears. Get that shit out of here. Ritual Beast, Mark 1. Let's do it. I am going second. Okay, so it's probably not Tenpai. And this is not ideal. We don't have an awful going second matchup because we do have a lot of extenders. This is going to help us clear some boards, although neither of these are starters. They do let us search starters, but against Infernoid, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Infernoid with grass. Maybe they milled badly. It looks like they milled mostly spells. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything good here. Guess it depends on what their other stuff in their hand is. This is the deck that almost beat us. We could have been... We can get a mirror looking into what we almost played. Oh, Proxy F. Do 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 do. Yeah, so they can get this, then they can use this, fusion summon into evil with these two. And then evil does something. I don't think oh, they've got a royal evil. Banish an Infernoid, send monsters with different names equal to the level. Yep, so now they get to send 8 names to the graveyard. That's a lot of Infernoids. It's a pity we didn't go first because, again, we have, like, lore-wise, this card, like, defeats the Infernoids. That's why it says neither player can tribute cards to activate effects. That's what the Infernoids do! If we had gone first, we wouldn't even have to summon the whatchamacallit, the Protoss. If we could get to that, we would have just won from there. Yeah, or if we got Dimension Shifter. Here comes the flood. I forget what this does. If your opponent would special summon a monster, tribute 1, negate the summon. Yeah. Unfortunately, there are some people in chat like, what if you just hard summon Protoss? I think this negates that. Our only hope is that we can bait out some other interaction and then use triple tack to steal this. Hopefully they don't use the Mayakashi trap, someone said as they sent it to the graveyard. They don't have, whatchamacallit yet. And there it goes. Well, welcome to Master Duel, where the point of the game is to make sure that your opponent doesn't play the game. Yeah, I guess for people who don't know, the Mayakashi trap is like tribute to Mayakashi. Your opponent cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. And this allows them to activate it from the graveyard. So I'm pretty much just locked out of everything. I only have winds and fires, so I can't even get into my extra deck stuff to get to that. So I can't make this. I guess we'll go ahead and give it a try. Let's see what happens. Let's make it happen, Cap'n. Yeah. Activate this. We're gonna reveal a beast. I think we get her. Her. And what do we discard? Apelio. Okay, so we're going to activate this. See if we can get an extra normal summon. They have said nay. No extra normal summon for you. Now we can triple tactics talent. We can take control of one monster. So we can get this. We can... Oh, wait. Oh my god, chat. I can banish their monster! I didn't think about getting a fire from that! 1 second. Yeah, fuck it. Banish you! And you! And you! What up? Let's summon out of the deck, shall we? Let's shall! Protoss, the ultimate ritual beast! That won't help you here! Protoss cannot be destroyed by card effects! And you still have a fire on board! Oh, I guess I can't special summon at all. Is that what this says? I thought it was neither player could special summon out of the extra deck. From the hand, deck, or extra deck. Jeez and crackers. Okay. In that case, yeah, we're just gonna Protoss, call fire, get out of my sight. We're just gonna normal summon Rampengu. Let's see, this summons out of the graveyard, so we need to set up for next turn. Let's go ahead and get a good Ritual Beast into the graveyard. And they surrender! I can't believe we won that! I was so close to surrendering! You can't attack? Oh, they paid half their life points. Uh-oh, my computer. Uh-oh. What's happening? Okay, I think we're good. But there we go. You know, I was dooming at the beginning, but everything turned out better than I thought. Lore accurate battle 1. Uh, 136. Duel number 1 versus Infernoid. Skip over the parts of their turn where I'm not saying anything. Your computer was having a victory cry. It was having a victory screech of its own! We're going second, once again. I mean, it didn't stop us last time, but we also got incredibly lucky. Also, I need to be over here a little bit. Got Critter in there. At least partially. Okay, it's Tearlament. We, again, don't have any of our one-card starters. We got a really weird hand. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Let's see what they can do, and I'm going to try to fix this real quick. You didn't change your player icon or your background? I did. I don't normally use these two. Is it dual terminal? Yes. I mean, why do you think they have a window? It's the same window that eventually becomes a Shadal. Or maybe this was after she was a Shadal? Mist Valley? She was a Gusto, then a Shadal, then a Tamer. What is that emote? Like a peek behind the door? Hello. You! Nothing good ever comes from Dugaris the Timeless. Boron. Kaleido Heart. Oh, I guess you can shuffle back. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So they've got Redoer. I don't think I only have one trap in the deck. So unless I get supremely unlucky, we should be good there. Yeah, they've got a Rempangu. So they've got a Negate and an Unknown back row. Let's send out the Unicorn. Alright, and unfortunately, I think this is the only thing we have potential. Well, let me think about this. Pet a Dolphin, I can banish a Ritual Beast from my hand, target a monster my opponent controls, return it to the hand. This, if it's destroyed by an opponent's card, I can summon a Ritual Beast from the extra deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. So I could try crashing this into Baronne de Fleur. I'm not sure if it can activate in the damage step. I think it can. So I think our best bet is to put the Dolphin out here. What can I... Oh, it's just generic stuff. Okay. We're going to use the Dolphin. I'm going to banish Winda and try to bounce de Fleur back to their hand. Damn. Okay, so they negate that, shuffle it into the deck. Then they get to send one, which means they get to trigger Kaleido Heart, and they get to trigger this. Which means I'll be able to triple Tactics Talent, but I have to get rid of the de Fleur first. The question is, will they be able to make Kaleido Heart from here? Or I'm sorry, not Kaleido Heart. This is Kaleido Heart. Rorkelos. Okay, they didn't summon. Okay, so let's try Nemesis Corridor. We'll shuffle this banished card back. Maxi, fantastic. I was really hoping they would, like, use this on that. Yeah, I can make this. It has 2,600. I can do this, but they've still maintained the Omni Negate. So, I think that's just it. Still haven't won a coin toss. 3 duels in. Well, at least we got a hand trap. Still haven't gone first. Still haven't drawn any of our starters. No Canahawk, no Rempangu, no Spiritual Tamer Beast Laura, whatever. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just Ash here. Easy as! They must have had a real bad hand. Finally, we win a coin toss. We can go first. Now, time to see what kind of combo potential we have. Hopefully we don't open with like a brick or something. Maybe we can get one of our starters, maybe a couple starters. All right. Okay. This is pretty good. Let's go ahead and summon the unicorn in defense mode. Start off with our hand trap insurance. Then we're going to normal summon Tamer Elder. Wait, we don't actually have a Ritual Beast monster. Fuck. Shit, fuck. Like, this gives you another normal summon. So I can normal summon another monster, but I can't fusion. I can... One Ritual Beast monster. Okay, I think I can do some stuff. Let's summon another Tamer. Oh, his effect isn't... Oh, it is once per turn. You can only gain this effect once per turn. I was like, the fuck? Okay, so we can make Cumulo Valkos. We can banish a Ritual Beast. We can normal summon Wen. I believe Wen can still summon even if it's not a beast. As long as it's, like... She can summon a Tamer or a Spiritual Beast. And this is where I would make Appaloosa, if I had one! But I got rid of that because I was like, I have enough stuff. I think we just make... Ulti Retiari. We make Retiari, and we don't have any banished cards. Oh wait, we can get banished cards. No, we can't. We need a Tamer. Fuck. Alright, we've got a Banish and Maxi. They can't tribute, so if they're on Infernoids, they're gonna have a bad time. Alright, Lane, what kind of cereal experiment you got for me? Gonna mix Cocoa Puffs with Dr. Pepper? Alright, Lane, what kind of cereal experiment you got for me? You gonna mix Captain Crunch with Dr. Pepper? Salamangreat to 5. This is a normal summon. You can add one from your deck to your hand. Yeah, let's see what they add real quick. And then this has an effect. Start of the damage step. Yeah, let's do this. What was that? 2 or more in your graveyard, you can special summon this. Okay, I don't know the Salamangreat matchup, but I'm gonna assume they need a monster on board or in the graveyard, so we're just gonna, like, not allow that. I'm just gonna banish myself now. So you're gone. And also... fuck you. Get that shit out of my face. Yeah, that's what we like to see, chat! We didn't do much, but it was enough. We don't have, like, game or anything by any means, but we're here. 2,500. Oh, I should have... I always forget these do that when they're attacked. I could have gotten more stuff. Okay, set. Yep, I'm so used to having this activate, like, when a monster effect does stuff. I forgot it does on battle, too. That's a complete misplay on my part. I'm coming for your treasure lane. Have you climbed with voiceless voice? No. Ooh. Butterflies. Jackal. Is it a jackal? It's a jackal. Maxi. Oh, Sonny Jim. Oh, silly boy. You ain't gonna be ashing me today through the cold, boy. Get that shit out of here, what you doing around? Gonna make me summon more butterflies on ya. Look at the little Chloe boys. Oh, and did you activate a monster effect? Okay, someone said get rid of the Stalio, so let's do that. Unicorn is such a jerk. I, for one, like Ritual Beast Kashtira Unicorn. He's the best Ritual Beast, you know. He ain't been tamed. He ain't got any kind of special stuff going on. Alright, they going for it. I just gotta hope I do have one Nibiru in my deck, chat. I can make them end on the official Salamandrate end board. Do we tick time if the opponent times out? No, that don't count. Only me. Hope this gets you into Master. I'm sure it will. I just gotta learn to do it. Well, that ain't gonna work. Oh, we can make them think that we have Nibiru. Hold it down now. The question is, chat, can they OTK me from this position? Gotta get that back. Another one. Rage in Phoenix! Ooh, reincarnation summon the Phoenix. Yep. Ash Blossom has been called by. They're going to the circle. Zealantis! Shifter! And there we go! We did it! Our opponent timed out or surrendered. They couldn't figure out how to do the thing they were wanting. That's the most maxi hand I've ever seen, yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we do show that one. 158, duel 4 versus Salamandrate. Once they start the Max C challenge, you can just skip to several plays later. They forgot the Fire Princess. I banished it with a unicorn. Or you mean they forgot that it was banished? Thank God Max C is legal. Otherwise that meta deck would have walked all over us. I know, right? Did you know that Cheetos is selling things in Pringles cans now? It's true. They should have passed. To be fair, they didn't know what we had. And I believe our next top deck would have, like, gotten us out of everything. No hand traps. But we got, like, a really good starting hand, and if they've got stuff in the graveyard we're really good, we can stop Max C for sure. Only time will tell what they put up, though. Based on the sleeves, I'm thinking Centurion. Small World. Could be anything. Oh, Exo Sister? Nope, it's just Math Mech. Wait, they added an Ash. I think maybe they did that wrong. Oh no, never mind. They wanted to make sure they had Max C insurance before they went for the play. Sakitama's not a U card. We might be able to beat this. Especially if we can draw like a triple tack or something. It depends on if they get the counter trap as well. We got called by, yeah, they might have the... So we can almost certainly stop the super factorial from resolving properly. Even if they have the graveyard negate for a spell, we can called by a second time. You can't called by the trap. Yeah, you can. Or they can target their cards, and then you can called by, and then the effect fizzles, because they didn't get all three. Firewall, Dragon, Dark Fluid, Neo Temple, Terahertz. EMP Meow Mine. Remembering the lingered unaffected. Which one is unaffected? The Terahertz because it got Shiri. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Let's activate Laura. We're going to normal summon the Rempengu. They're immediately going for that. And we are going to called by. I'm going to target the diameter. They're going to Davis. And we are going to called by the diameter. You ain't getting out of this one, son! And it's still unaffected, so I shouldn't stop that. Ah, unfortunate. Pack bit. They don't have a target. Packbit puts this in the back rooms. They drew the counter. I still have my normal summon. What's up? Okay. The question is... No, there is no question. I have to do it like this. We have to banish the Tamer. And then summon a Tamer of some kind, and they have Ash. When did they draw Ash? Nocio Drago? Yeah, I guess we at least get rid of this. Main phase 2, activate. We can banish another card, but it doesn't do anything. Yep, they got it. They searched it with Small World. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, we won ourselves a coin toss! Finally! We're just not getting the play. Well, no, this does work, actually. So we can... Inheritance. We can activate. We can reveal the dolphin, add Canahawk. Let's go! And then we'll discard the dolphin. And then people can maybe... I may learn this different, but I've been told the best thing to do is to activate this immediately instead of saving it. Use that normal summon, and then save your normal for later. Gamma. Let me think about this. Okay. Normal summon Canahawk. Let's make Nocio Drago by banishing these two. That'll trigger Laura. Laura will get me a name. I think we just want to go for Elder here, just to get a tamer. Now we can use this. We'll get Rempengu into rotation, right? Yeah. And now we can begin to Canahawk! Canahawk effect number 1. What did we special summon off of Laura? It was the Tamer, or the Elder, right? So we put Elder and Rempengu. And then we tag out. And we get Rempengu and Laura. Bada bingo, bada jango. We get ourselves... I think we go for Wen, right? Yeah, because we still got that Canahawk banished. So we get Wen. Use this effect? Sure. Let's move you to attack position for no reason, just because I wanted to stop asking. Well, let's use Rempengu. Send that off. We're going to put you into the graveyard. We're gonna make Cumulo Falcos. We're going to activate this effect. Banish the... Yeah, we're going to banish the Tamer, normal summon the Wen. Wen brings back the Tamer. Let's go. Oh wait, no, we bring back the Canahawk for now. Yeah, because that allows us to get... We just need to get more stuff banished, more different names. Let's use this. Let's put, yeah, we've got a Tamer in our hand. Put Gaia Pelio there. Time to use Canahawk number 2! This is normally where we would search this or Laura, but we already have Laura. So I need to put you and Canahawk back into the graveyard. Tag out. Let's get you and the level 4. Yeah. And then we need to add... What do we need to add? I think we just need, like, another level 4. Just get another Canahawk. Or we could get this. Let's just get another Canahawk. Okay, let me think about this. Wait, no, we need to make... I messed this up a little bit. We need to make this now. We have no idea what they're on, but I assume that if they're playing this, do we want to just assume Tempai? Tempai, call fire. Or we want to go to the high road and be like, we don't know, so let's do the Thunder Dragon. We're gonna have other stuff. So you know what? I think we're gonna go for the Thunder Dragon this time. We're gonna put Wen back. You can summon Corridor. Corridor goes into Thunder Dragon Colossus. We'll use these 4 to make Ulti Retiari. Retiari effect. Grab back the Banished Dolphin. Normal summon. Effect. I don't know what I can summon out of the graveyard. Oh, I can get the Link back. Neat. Alright. So now we've got 3 non-targeting pops, targeting banish, protection, and they can't search. Resolve a card effect, but destroy it during the end phase. Fuck. No. Okay, 2 non-targeting banishes, 2 non-targeting pops. Hopefully that's enough. Or I'm sorry, 3. Imperm. Alright. Looks like they got Kashtira stuff going on. Alright. Just pure Kashtira? I can beat that. Yeah, I think we just do this now. Battle phase. What do you got, evenly? Not with the birth, you don't. Alright. There you go, chat. Just a simple 1,000 part combo, and we made our way to lethal. It's that easy! Also, what was it? The Thunder Dragon Colossus was the right call there because they don't have a single attribute. Duel 6 versus Kashtira. Steeds is cracked. Yeah, because let's see, they have a fire. Ironically, if I had called fire, it would have stopped them from summoning this. Waking the dragon. Why the fuck are you playing Infinitrack Goliath? Is that your Waking the Dragon target? What's your 4-year plan, Chief? I'm gonna try not to be put in jail. That's a good one. I'm gonna try to start growing my own potatoes. I'm gonna stockpile water and food. Goliath under Arise Heart is protection. Ah, I see. Okay, give me a second, Chad. I'm getting cold in here. I am cold. Let me break out the heater. I'm a heater. I'm a skeeter. I'm a midnight heater. Okay, chat. We're gonna take a little 10-minute Yu-Gi-Oh break. I've got some frozen chicken strips I bought. I usually like to make them myself from scratch, but this week our streaming schedule is going a little crazy. We had yesterday's stream that went until like 4 in the morning. We had today's stream, which is like a bonus stream to make up for the fact that we didn't do Ladder Climb yesterday. We've got Ladder Climb again tomorrow, and we've got Masochist on Friday. So we got a whole bunch of stuff going. So I bought some chicken strips. It's gonna take 5 minutes for the air fryer to heat up. Another 6 minutes or so to cook them, so we got about 10 minutes to just sit here and chat. Would you consider adding a channel point dump? I have too many points and not enough to spend them on. What would I do? I'm not like I have channel points in other channels, the few that I watch. I just like collecting them. I like to see number get big. I don't know what people actually do with them. The big problem with having any sort of like fancy redeem is that you know, I mostly stream to record content for YouTube. So if I do something where like if you redeem points it plays an air horn, then it just has the potential to interrupt the flow of the show. Yeah, most channel redeems are like assuming that you're interacting with chat more. 100K for the tip of the hat. For a little critter honk. I give those for free, though. Most of the time they use them for gamble. Yeah, we do gamble. 1 million to end stream. I can't end stream. I need to record for YouTube. Have you continued Baldur's Gate? Yeah, I just, like, want it. What about 50,000 to ARG7? I don't know what ARG7? Yeah, it's one of those things. I honestly wish I could just turn off the channel points. Make a big redeem to be like, get rid of points. For just $20, you can send me $20. For the low, low cost of 50,000 points, you can get 50,000 points and put them in the garbage. Just have like a recycle bin thing. Is that what you want, chat? Just some way to empty the recycle bin? No, we need more Gamba. If I had more mods, you could like, we could do like gambling stuff where every time I go into a duel, they start one to be like, will Hardleg win this duel? $50K? That's not many. Well, I mean, we'd have one for different tiers, right? We'd have small, medium, and large. Convert points into real money. Yep, for every 1,000,000 points you have, I will give you $1. I'm pretty sure that's against terms of service. Gamble on duels, yeah. It's just I don't want to have to set it up before every duel. 100% worth it, yeah. Make the mods do it. The thing is, I don't have, like, mods. I just have, like, I noticed that people are here and they seem trustworthy, so I give them mod status. Oh, 1 second. The air fryer has finished heating up. Let me throw my chicken in there. Chicken and fries. Oh, why'd you go and say that? Chicken and fries. The website was a mistake, yeah. Chicken and fries. Change hat. Yeah, we'll see. Again, for now, my tiredness is really starting to catch up with me. I got bags under me eyes and bags under me bags. We got our missions. I was like, should I solo mode? It's like, no. No, I'll get solo mode enough. Maybe. I wonder if this will make me more tired or less tired. What do you think, chat? Okay, it's made me more tired. I did 5, and I'm like, okay, that's enough exercise for the year. I'm done. We'll wait until 2025, and then we'll start exercising again. For now, I'm just gonna, like, swing this chain around. As I do. To make your next Sona Soldier Boy song. I don't know any Soldier Boy songs. I do have a thing for karaoke. Where's the karaoke playlist? There you go. There's the karaoke list. Search around that, see if you can find a song that you like. I know a lot of them. I know several songs. Dire wolves are not wolves. Well, what are they? How's it going, man? I exist. I am in a state of being. You know, that's more than some people can say. What's that song about a big rock? It's called Big Ass Rock. Let's find a rock. I mean a big ass rock. Maybe something like a cinder block is better. I'll hoist it up and drop it on your face. I wonder if they have a karaoke for that. Hold up, 1 second. Big ass rock karaoke. They do have it. You know, just the other day I was walking down the street and there was a guy, you know, just paving, doing the old, paving the street with a steamroller. And I was like, just let me lay down in front of you, you know? Let me do the old bug squash. Continue as normal. People are selfish pricks. What can I say? Give me 1 second. My food's done. Everyone get together. A strangely charming little song about the power of friendship. And you're like, that sounds like it's from a musical. It is. Like, I want to know the context. That's the first song in the musical. That's what opens the story. It's 3 guys who work at like a factory that just got closed down, and they're all thinking about ending their lives because they don't have any other work in the town and they can't support their families and they don't know what to do. But in commiserating about how they might end their lives, they end up deciding that it's not worth dying because they have each other as friends. And if they can come together to do that, they could come together to do a whole bunch of different stuff. It is the context, yeah. Friendship, yay! And I'm curious, does anyone know what did they decide to do? How did they decide to solve the problem of the factory got shut down and there are hardly any jobs in town? Strippers? Murder? No, actually the first guy was right. They decide to open a strip club. A male strip club. They're like, no. See, the only male, they're like, there's tons of women in town. A lot of the other younger men have left. The women need some kind of entertainment. And most strip clubs have nothing but like, big hunky guys. There's no one to cater to like, the guy next door, the guy with the dad bod. And they're like, I'm not sure if that will be like enough to sell it. And they're like, well, here's the other thing. Most male strip clubs, they don't go all the way. They strip down to like a thong or something, and then they just end it there. They're like, our strip club, we're gonna go the full Monty. 100% nude dads. Dad bod strippers. Banana yeah. And that's the name of the musical, The Full Monty. And it ends with all the characters doing a striptease. And it's interesting, I remember reading on Wikipedia, and it's like, it ends with all of them doing a striptease. I'm like, they could do that on Broadway? And they actually have some really ingenious, real-life tricks or whatever to get around that. Oh, it's that movie, yeah. And then they made a movie out of it, and the movie wasn't a musical. It's one of the rare times where instead of turning a movie into a musical, they turned a musical into a non-musical movie. If you insulted the Full Monty, I did not. We were singing the Big Ass Rock song. But yeah, what was it? At least I remember one of the ones I saw where basically they were doing the strip and then they get down to I think like a thong. And then like the lights cut out. and while the lights cut out, all the characters get like spotlights basically and like wedge them between their legs. And so then they like turn around right as the lights come back on, but the spotlights shine on, and the lights are just coming from like they have it like backlit, so all the characters are just silhouettes, and then from their crotches there's just these big shining lights. So you don't actually see any nudity, but it's still this like big show that implies like, yeah, they did it. They went out and got naked in front of everyone and they made a bunch of money. I'm like, that's a neat way to do it. Anyway, I think my chicken's done. It better be done. It said to do it at 450 for 6 minutes. I've done it 480 for like more than that. Oh no, it smells burnt. Like the breeze off the river. Okay, I think they're done enough. Didn't Cena go nude into the Oscars? Maybe. What do you think? I watched the Oscars? Okay, let's jump back into this chat. I can eat while I duel. I can duel while I eat. High stakes battle, but not for me. Should have kept track of my coin tosses this month. Well, we've got a rock. I mean, a big-ass rock. I mean, this probably works. I'm so sorry to my opponent. I don't know the new Raid Raptor stuff. Is this one of those decks where, like, you could just Nibiru at the first moment possible and they can't come back from that? Uh-oh. I'm a brave boy. Arsenal Falcon, this line lives through Nibiru. Yeah, if I do it now, they'll be sent to the graveyard and then they'll just be able to do stuff. My chicken's too hot. Go ahead. Link it off, buddy. This guarantees them the big falcon. How do we get out of 3,500 idiot? I think we could do that. Yeah, I think we just do this here. I think we need to access Code Talker and then beat over it. I think that's our only hope. I thought they couldn't activate it this turn. Oh, it can be activated this turn. Okay, gotcha. I thought it said it can't. No Kali Yuga line because they went into Fuzzy Lanius. They're thinking, they're cooking, they're stinking, they're cooking it up. Did they just link off the Ultimate Falcon? Huh. That wasn't what I expected to happen. Very strange, chat. Very strange indeed. So, nothing then? Oh, there they go. They doing a thing. Big Falcon. I don't think I can beat over 5,300. They have the board wipe. They're using it now, though? When I haven't committed anything to the field? Oh. Well, there you go. Real fun Yu-Gi-Oh, yep. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, this time I get to go first. At least Protoss has to, like, call something right. You know, Kali Yuga just shuts down everything. Oh, hey. We can do... Oh, wait, we gotta wait until the main phase. No, no, no. Fuck. Yep, but now I can't shift her. Because I have a card in the graveyard. They knew my one weakness. And we drew this, which might as well be a Garnet for how useful it is. Let's hope they don't have an Ash as well. Doesn't look like it. Use those two. Hawk, Hawk, Canna Hawk. We gotta get it cause it's Hawk, Hawk, Tanna Hawk. This was special summoned. So we put that back. Then we target the other two. You and you. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's grab Wen. Where are you, Wen? And then we should get something for Wen to grab. So let's send Penguin. Rampangu! And then if we made that again, we wouldn't be able to do much, so we go for you. Howdy, howdy! I don't think it matters what we banish. We want to keep her for the effect. I think we'll just get rid of this. Go forth, Wen! Grab the penguin! Ah, Batman, you'll never get away with this. We want to put the level 4 into the graveyard. Right. And then we make... Thinking. If I did this now, I could bring back... No, we've already special summoned Rempengu. We would need another... Oh yeah, we get another one banished by... Dragowing. Nocio Dragos! And we want to keep the level 4 on here. So we use the Dragos. We make this, activate, bring back her. Normal summon. Normally we'd make rank 4 and make this, but we already have it, so I think we just go for Canahawk here. We search Steeds. We can't tag it out this time. Let's put you two back into the graveyard. Let's add Trap. Nemesis Flag. Put that back, and again, because we have no information on what our opponent possibly has, I think we just go for the Colossus line. Oh wait, no, we can't go for Colossus because that'll turn off this. Yeah, let's just Protoss Call Dark and hope that does it. Let's see, we got a light, a fire, and a wind. We'll set this, and we'll set this just because we feel like it. Oh, I can tag this out. Yeah, hold up. If we can tag this out, let's do it. Oh, can I not make IP? Somehow I've locked myself. That's fine. Yeah, we're good. Someone in chat just said, can a Hawk Tua search on that thing? No. Destroy all spell traps your opponent controls. Unfortunate. I think we still use this then. We can't search with this. I think we make a Pelio. Oh, The Ritual Beast cards would be destroyed by battle or card effect. You could banish this instead. Does that save the back row? Or does it just stop bonds from being... I think this is an unknown. Yeah, I think we just have to let that... Protoss. Oh, we called Dark. Good point. Fuck. Yeah, I don't want them to have this. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like I should have just called fire. I guess this is Tempai. Snatched. What did they target? Target Protoss. Probably Sky Striker. They just got all the thief cards. I mean, if the last card is like engage, then we're fucked. Calling wind? Yeah. I'll protect with Lara. All right. Oh wait, I don't get my monster back. Fuck. Do I have any way to get rid of that? I don't think so. I could SP banish this. I would need to make an extra deck monster first. I can summon Nochio Dragos because it's a light. Do I have another Laura in the grave? I don't. Just get that out of the deck. Okay, I think what I have to do is like IP Masquerena. Normal summon the Tamer. Make SP Little Knight. SP effect. Banish that. Give me back my Protoss! Do we just call Dark again? Yeah, it's the only thing we can call. Hope they're on Striker, because I'm pretty sure Ray is Dark. Sky Striker! No battle? I used SP's Banish effect. I can't attack directly this turn. Oh, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. I might actually resolve this. Yeah, let's just go ahead, use this again. And then, let's Nochio Dragos! You and... what do I have banished? Yeah. Do I want to Ash my own thing? No, not particularly. The question is, what do I want to go for? I think it's just this. Nochio Dragos. Come back. Bring back Retiari! I didn't know it could do this. Okay, they're using it here. Stops the combo. Let's just go ahead and banish the pink dolphin. We'll get it in a couple turns. I don't want to run over my thing. We'll just end here. Give me back my monster! Fuck! I forgot they could do that. Oh wait, they're negated. Yeah, okay. Good, good, good. Ha 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 ha! Begun! The Protoss Wars have! Duel number 8 versus a thief. Thank you for streaming in this unsafe time. I don't think times are unsafe yet. But you're welcome. I'm glad I can help. How much to duel the heart of the Joe of Hardleggington? I'm recording for something. Why even need the deck when you have Protoss? Yeah. Well, the deck searches Protoss. Joe, are you planning to stock up on food? Yes. I've already been building a stock. I'm going to start building it even more. What you eating? Chicken strips. Alright, we get to go first again. Oh no! No! I open with this and no ritual beast. Let's spook them. Wait. Oh, I wish I had... If I had Barone, I could make it right now. It's possible if they have Max C, I could normal summon this. Okay. Yep, it's up to Unicorn and Ash to save the day. Pardon me. Great. No. Dead. What are the chances they have a single Trident Dragion? We just take that out, chat, or is it better to take out the Transcendent? I think the Dragion does more. Fuck. Yep, I think we just lose here. Maintenance at 10? Oh, okay. Maybe they'll mess up the combo, chat. New pack is tomorrow? Yeah. Has the Melodious stuff. They already fucked up the combo. How's the climb? We're doing all right. Oh no, they still got it. And then they synchro for 3,000. Wait, is that it? Oh wait, no, they can bring the other one back. Right, like this can summon out of the graveyard if 3 attacks have been declared this turn. Finisher rank number 3. Oh, I guess Dragion would be number 1. Sure. DD Crow. It's like just ended. Why are you stocking up on food? Because the last time Trump was president, he instituted tariffs, which are taxes on the supply chain. They basically increase the price of goods at the top level. People importing like steel and grain and basic stuff, computer manufacturing parts from China, where we get like 60% of our stuff. Last time he did $80 billion worth of tariffs, and it was largely responsible for all of the inflation that we saw at the beginning of Biden's term. Like, everything he did kind of rippled out, and it took a couple years to kick in, and then the economy went to shit. There were a lot of people who thought that, a lot of economists who thought we were headed into another Great Recession. And if it weren't really for, like, the Inflation Reduction Act and the CHIPS Act and a whole bunch of, like, infrastructure bills that, Biden, like, and the Congress passed, like, really quickly, we might have gone into an awful recession. But we narrowly avoided it. And now that he's won the presidency again, he has promised to do even more tariffs. Last time it was 80 billion, this time it's estimated to be 800 billion. And most economists estimate that that'll completely cripple the American economy. It might even crash the world economy. Time to edit the deck? Possibly. 10 times the inflation. Most likely. Something akin to that. I mean, a lot of companies might not even... It's not even just inflation. It's a lot of companies, if you increase the tariffs that high, won't be able to do business, period. And then they'll just shut down. And you'll see not just high inflation, but also mass unemployment. The stock market will take a hit. So other companies will start laying people off. Buy spam, make spam fries, yeah. When is he officially in office? January. How long it'll take for him to actually institute that, whether or not he'll do what he says or someone can convince him not to, and how long it'll take for that to ripple out through the economy, who can say? But if he does what he says, then you're probably looking at 2027 being like the worst economic crisis in the history of the country. Possibly the history of the world. So if you have the ability to stockpile food and or water, and I mean, here's the thing in general, even if I'm completely wrong, even if none of this comes to pass, FEMA does recommend that in case of like an emergency, a flood or tornado or hurricane, power goes out, you should probably have enough food and supplies stocked away for like a week's worth of supplies. The thing I've been doing is just every time I go shopping, I pick up like a couple extra cans of like corned beef and hash or Spam. Something that's like doesn't go bad for years and that you can just eat out of a can even if you have no electricity. So, you know, and that's what was it? The other thing is I have sleep apnea, which requires me to have a humidifier. So I have to buy special kinds of water. I forget what it's called. It's like water made in like a it's like pure water. You can drink it, it tastes terrible. But it comes in like big gallon jugs, like milk does. Saline water? No. Distilled water, yeah. So I was buying distilled water, and pretty much every month I go through like a gallon jug of it. And then I had this jug afterwards, and I'm like, it feels like a shame to just throw these away. I had recently bought a water filter because my pipes aren't doing too well. So I decided to just start, once I use a thing of distilled water, I fill up a gallon jug, and I have a little like shelf downstairs, and I've just been putting away gallons of purified water. And again, just slowly saving it up. Yeah. So again, it's, you know, I don't want to doom or whatever, but it's something to keep in mind. It is a possibility. And it's one of those things where it's like, well, what if I'm wrong and you stockpiled an emergency food for no reason? Like, there's always a chance you could use it. You never know. If nothing else, if worse comes to worse, we get to 2029 and everything's fine, then, like, you could give away your food stores to charity or whatever. Or you could just eat it. You could just eat it. That's one of the things about, like, if you buy non-perishable food that's going to be, like, safe to eat for years, you could just eat it. Well, you've got food. You're not out anything. It's the same thing. I would recommend buying a flashlight, maybe buying, like, they sell these little bricks that are, like, you can use them to charge your phone. You can plug them in the wall. They're basically used for, like, if you're on camping trips. The one I have can also jumpstart your car, but it uses, like, the entire charge. But it's like, you can either jumpstart your car or you can charge your phone if the electricity is out. You can get them for, like, $40 on Amazon. Never hurts to have, like, an emergency thing like that. A jump pack, yeah. Trump won because of a terrible turnout, not the majority actually believed his economic ideas, yeah. That's the big thing, is a lot of people are like, what did Kamala do wrong? What could she have done different? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if she did anything wrong. I honestly think it's just vibes-based. I think the American electorate, unfortunately, has just gotten, like... I remember on election night, there was this thing of, like, you know, they're going down to talk to colleges, and they're like, how come you didn't vote today? And they're like, the election's today? People just don't pay attention. They don't care. Unless things are going bad, they don't show up. Big bags of rice. In order to make rice, you have to be able to boil water. So if you get that, get like a little cooking thing. Okay. Alright, Rempengu is a one-card starter, but it's like a weird line, and I'm not familiar with it. And it doesn't end on as much, but you can do it. So you go Rempengu, activate the effect. We're going to send the Psychic. We're going to put a Psychic in the graveyard. We're going to summon Nochio Dragos by banishing these two. And then when this is banished, we can get something. What the fuck do we get? Is it Canahawk? I think it's Canahawk. Yeah, it's gotta be, right? Okay, Canahawk. We're going to activate the Canahawk. We're going to send, her. Yeah. Fuck, let me think about this. I can link these two off, and then I can make this, and then I could bring back... No, I special summoned the Canahawk, right? I forgot instantly. Yeah, I special summoned the Canahawk, so I can't bring that back. I think we go for this. Tag this out, and we need to bring a level 4. Yeah. Bring back a level 4. We have to use this again. We gotta get rid of this guy this time. We're gonna send a light to the graveyard. Then we make Banshee. Banshee effect, activate. I'm gonna search the Nemesis flag. I think they might have Nibiru, which would be unfortunate. Shuffle this back. We'll get the Protoss. Let's go ahead. Since we've got this, we can do it this way. Send these two off. Make SP. Now we can dodge out of Nibiru, maybe. Special summon this. Fire. I guess this one. Wind, light. That triggers the Banshee. And we call fire and hope they're on Tempai. You magnificent bastard, I read your book! You can't negate me if I'm not on the field! End turn. Return this. Return this. Alright. Now the question is, were you on Tenpai? Raigeki. Yeah, this is just lingering, right? I mean, there's no reason not to. Forbidden Droplet. Well, you've killed SP. Good job. It only took you 2 cards. Ha-ha! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Sure. Are they gonna wear? They might be. Wait, they're unaffected, yeah. I don't feel so bad about Protoss when it's Senpai. You want a non-game, buddy? You got exactly what you wanted. You know what's funny is that was Duel 10 versus Tenpai. The prophecies were true. Not enough time for another duel? Nonsense! We just gotta be quick. Ten fucking pies! Wow, this is a great hand. This can just play through like a million things of disruption. Hey, who said we didn't have time for another duel? Easiest win of my career. Duel 11 verse time. No, actually, let's look at what it was. An impatient duelist. Include the part before the duel where someone says there's no time. Alright, one more duel we rank up. Maintenance is in 3 minutes. If we win the coin toss and we can start to do stuff and they surrender, then the ritual beast might just have what it takes to get into Diamond 4 before the end of the stream. Hey. Shifter? Question mark? How do you feel about Shifter? Being a little shifty, eh? Let's normal summon this. High stakes duel. Sure. Their name is Synchron. No, in perm. I think this is fine still, chat, because we opened with Nemesis Flag. Does this... Okay, it banishes for effect. I mean, thanks for banishing that card for me, I really appreciate it. Let's activate this effect. Let's grab... We're not going to be able to do this because we don't have enough different attributes. Let's grab this. Let's make IP. Let's activate this. Shuffle back the flag. No, come on! Oh, I had that! There was no way they were getting out! Son of a bitch. I should have gone faster. I should have gone faster. Can't believe they kicked us out. Wouldn't even let me finish. Maintenance always wins, yeah. I mean, they were playing... We can't see what deck they had, but they were synchro. They're playing Magnamut. I doubt that they could play under Shifter plus Thunder Dragon Colossus. Should have burned to win in time. It doesn't quite work like that. Draw, yeah. That was Duel 12. Versus Maintenance. Alright, well, that's pretty much it for tonight then, chat. My apologies for starting late. Like I said, I didn't get much sleep last night. I was up late talking to people, trying to reassure them that things wouldn't be that bad. Economic shenanigans been going on. Or not economic, political shenanigans. Not sure if I should call it shenanigans, necessarily. Thanks for showcasing the deck. I'll be back here tomorrow doing it again. I guess, though, while we're here, if anyone else had any things they wanted to ask me about. Hat sending me Lincoln vibes, it's the beard, too. This isn't a stovepipe hat, it's a top hat, but very similar. Delightful dwellers in the darkness. I guess we just... While we're here, you know, we got a half an hour. Hawaiian shirt adds a lot to it. I thought so too. Which of the new archetypes / support? I always thought Melodious was fun. I made that deck in real life a long time ago before it was, like, good. But yeah, I'm not sure I'd call myself, like, a political expert or a pundit. It's one of those things where, they talk about sometimes how, like, the more you learn about something, the more you learn that you don't know. I'm, like, at that part where, like, I know enough about politics to know that I'm nowhere near an expert, which makes me think, like, oh, I should be careful about what I say, you know, I shouldn't try to go out and put my opinion out there. And then I go to, like, Twitter, and there's some person, like, who's way less informed than me and way more confident. So it's like, fuck, I may not be the most informed, but I'm better informed than a lot of people. One more voice couldn't hurt if it's better than some of the other voices out there. It do be like that. Yeah, we can Balatro around. Let's do the checkerboard deck. Easy blind. 52 cards. All hearts, all spades. Initial packs are free. Yeah, I'll get free packs. Next shop has a free rare Joker. Yeah, the bosses previously cards played are debuffed, so the less cards I play, the better. And then I get free stuff next time. Oops, all spades. Yeah, makes it really easy to do flushes. When your deck is nothing but, like, spades and, oh, we got 4 and 4, son of a bitch. I guess we have better spades, so discard the hearts. Is the climb over for the day? Yeah, they had maintenance. Not much we could do. Okay, so let's see. It's my rare Joker. 250 plus chips, minus 2 hand size. I usually don't pick the stuff that makes my hand smaller. This doesn't seem worth it, but maybe 250 chips is like a shit ton. I guess we'll try it. Clubs gave you +3 multiplier. I don't have any clubs, I only have spades and hearts. Fuck it. Okay, the packs are free, so let's open a buffoon pack. +10 mult if it contains a flush, +12 if it contains a straight. Yeah, flushes are really easy. Free playing card? Sure. Oh, we can add a club. A single club! Sure. Free flushes. Let's just save our money. High card turbo. Yeah, I'm curious, how much does a high card get us with this? Oh, like 265? Okay. $4,000. I think we beat that one pretty handily. Do you plan to do another episode 2 for the ladder climbs? Yeah, the patrons pick the decks. It's weird because I say that in the intro for every episode, and then people are like, please, please, Hardleg, do this deck. And I'm like, you're asking the wrong people. You're asking the wrong person, brother. I've never done this one before. When you play a match, the Joker to the right is permanently destroyed and add double its sell value to the mult. So I would need something that, like, gets me money. But, like, if I can buy a Joker every turn, then I'm just getting, like, multiplier. Let's try it. And this one gives me a tarot card when I open a booster pack, so let's open the booster packs. Free tarot card. This gives me a tarot card. I like tarot cards. I think we want to keep the glass. Yeah. Free spectral pack. Slice. There we go. Let's turn this into a glass. Gives ×2 multiplier, but there's a 1 in 4 chance it gets destroyed. Very fragile, you see, Douglas. Ooh, legendary Joker. What do you got for me? Disables every boss effect, and it's a negative. That's like about, maybe not the best it could be, but that helps. Just like getting rid of all the boss effects. Shuffle it gently now. No Joker, no discard. I guess we just save. Oh wait, no, we can, this is a Joker, and it's only $1. It allows us to go into debt. Yeah, it's worth it to get another discard. We'll be -2 next run, but that's fine. And now our debt is eliminated. The Fool! Pastel Azul, I am the Fool. Yeah, let's turn this into glass. $1. Ooh. That is good for this kind of run. Is there a reason to go in debt? It just allows you to get resources early. Yeah, unfortunately we have to skip. Free rare Joker. I think we'd rather have the money. Oh, wait. Every queen in hand gives +13 multiplier. Damn, if I do that, I can't get the spectral pack. I like spectral packs. They're really neat. You would need more queens? Yeah. It's just another thing to sacrifice to the dagger. Voucher unlocked. I guess sacrifice a certain number of things. Permanently gain 1+ hand. We can get it next time. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay, so this creates... Oh. Well, never mind. Easy. And now it's gone. Create a tarot card if a hand is played with 4 or less dollars. 2 chips remaining for every card currently in the deck. Let's... kill the Joker. We don't benefit from tarots yet, yeah. I really need to start saving up to get $25. We need to get... Once you get, like, a nest egg, then you can really start building stuff up. Oh, that's a good... Oh, wait, no, it's not. Ooh, Yep. Forget saving money! We're gonna get this. Oh, if we can... B7. Yeah, we're just going to... Yep, we're gonna keep it. Okay, so the first hand is only one card. You can add a permanent copy of it from the deck. So we're just gonna go all high cards. We're gonna see if we can make a deck of all aces and then not have to worry about this. +1 per hand played, -1 per discard. Yeah, fuck the flush. Oh, I guess I should have... yeah, we can start building this up once we get more money. I need to be patient. More money will come. We have hearts, right? Now, we want to get to an ace. How many aces do we have? 5? The Hanged Man! That'll be useful. Ooh, +7. No, I need to save. Although this will make it easier. We can get rid of some of our low tier stuff. We can... Oh, create a free Joker. Yeah, there we go. And then use this high card. That's what we're going to do. We got to collect as many Plutos as possible, chat. No discards, tiny hand. Play one card, keep getting the molt on these two up. Wild card, lover, gold card. I guess we turn one of these into a gold card for now. That'll get us more money. Okay. We need to get to our aces. There we go. And we lost the one we immediately made. Let's play a low tier so we can get more... The more hands we can play without discards, the more multiplier we get. Ironically, we need to play lower scoring hands, because every hand we play, we get... What the fuck is this? +3 when a... Oh, it's, Ooh, a negative when the booster pack is skipped. It's the shiny red card, yeah. That'll give us so much multiplier, chat. Double your money. No, we need to get these up. Play a... Yeah, play an ace. Play an ace, make an ace. Play a 2. Damn it. Even a 2 was too many. We really need to find one that, like, gives us more money. Two. Level up a pair. What do you think I am playing pairs? Yeah. This is worth using our discard for. And if we're gonna discard, we might as well get rid of all of them. Unfortunately, this one's, like, useless. Well, at least we'll get $3 extra by having this in our hand. The 2s are wild I mean, they're not literally wild, but they are there. Okay. We can afford... Now we can finally afford to do this. I'm not sure how many people know the, like, strategy for this game. Or for what I'm doing. Bonus card, gold card, steel card. I think we'd rather have 2 randoms. Yeah, the Hanged Man! At the end of every round, for every $5 you have, you earn 1 thing of interest. So, and it only stacks up to $5. So if you've got $25, you will get $5 at the end of a round. So it's in your best interest to save up $25, because then you'll get, like, between the win and the interest, you'll get like $10 to spend, and you should spend down to about 25. You're playing single cards to use Stuntman? Yeah. To use Stuntman, this thing is duplicating the cards that we play with the singles. This is giving us a multiplier if we don't discard, and this is just eating jokers. No, we want to remove cards at the moment. We don't need to add any more cards. Slice. Yeah, so these low tier ones, we're just going to destroy. Yeah, there we go. Play a glass ace, make a glass ace. 3. 4. The cheese stands alone. Yeah, and the more expensive, the better. Give us 22. Which run am I on right now? Okay, we still got one more. Okay, now we start opening planets, and we want to get Pluto. Pluto increases the high card, which is the thing we're going to be playing, is just one hand. And then we just got to be on a lookout for, like, jokers that are like, you know, if you only play one card, or if your hand is really small, or, like, do this bonus but reduce your hand size. Yeah. I guess we're going to turn these into molt cards. For now. We need ace synergy, yeah. I'm curious, how many glass aces do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune! Let's go gambling! Damn it. Oh, hey. Aces give 20 chips and 4 malt when scored. That's probably better than Stuntman, right? Wait, no, because we're only going to play one. Yeah, if we're only doing a single, this doesn't really do a whole lot. Okay. Yep, let's try to get to our better aces. We're gonna lose Molt every time we discard on this, but it's worth it to get to our best cards. If it gets low enough, we can always just sacrifice it to the knife, yeah. Oh wait, was that the last round already? Oh wait, we'll keep this for now. This Joker gives 4 chips if the hand has exactly 4 cards. Each face card in hand has a chance to give more money. Can you play Telefon OTK? Not quite. Okay. The Knife hungers. And we can get an Arcana pack, too. Oh. More glass! Yeah, and you keep this in hand even though we don't want it, because there's a rule that says, like, if you open a pack, you won't get a card you already have. No, it broke. Ooh, uncommon jokers give 1.5 multiplier. That's you. Okay, it's just you. Let's open this first. Convert into a steel card. We will need some steel cards. If we're only playing one, everything else should be like a steal. Yeah. Ooh, 40. No, we need to play more. No, come on! Stop doing that! Yeah. Very large blind. Oh boy. Oh wait, no, it just gets undone. Okay, don't break this time. Alright, they did what we asked. Easy. Easy, not hard. Of course, the real difficulty is when endless mode comes in here. These are not the planets I want. I guess we get the consumable slot. We'll still have 25 if we open this. Nothing. Pathetic. Come on, where are the glass ones? There you are. And now we're just like undoing everything that we just did. Oh, for a second I was like, wait, did I run out? Did I fuck up? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune! Let's go gambling! Damn it. This'll have to do. Oh, geez. Oh, will a pair be enough? I should have waited for the glass one I got. Well, I was like, no, you know, the high card was worth this much. Surely if I do a double, I'll be fine. Maybe I should sit there and calculate stuff more often. I'm not very good at the mental math. It's fine, chat. We still beat it. We still unlocked something. Reduce hand size down to 5. Plus 1 hand size. Alright. We did it. The build seemed very unexplosive. It had potential. If we could have gotten it down where it was like all aces, then eventually once we could have made it to like 5 of a kinds instead of doing the high card. But we wanted to build up what we had first, because we had that one that gave us like +1 multiplier for every hand we played. So it was to our advantage to play as many hands as possible, which means focusing on the low level ones. But we didn't have any multiplier. Play a hand that contains 4 sevens of clubs. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, anyway, okay. We made it to 4 hours. That's the important part. Did you enjoy the late night Balatro chat? Did you have a good one? I did. Good. I'm glad to hear, Frost Hollow. Anyway, I'm gonna get headed out. As I said earlier, we'll be playing more Ritual Beasts tomorrow. You can check that out. Until then, good luck. Oh, MBT is still playing. I was like, we're gonna worry about raiding. Who would we raid? I have no idea what game this is. Let's go say hi though.